History hidden in plain sight. As we celebrate Black History Month, we are taking you on a tour of the historical sites in our city you probably don't even know about. From historic churches, the home of Detroit techno, the sites you are about to see really span generations.
Yeah, so take a good look at this map. You can see these places are all over the city, and there's a lot of them too, from east to west, north to south. Pamela Osborne is live for us tonight, and Pamela, these sites deserve some exposure.
They certainly do, and when it comes to African American history in the city of Detroit, King Solomon Baptist Church, it's one of the places on a list of more than a dozen lesser known historical places highlighted by Visit Detroit. Well, we spent part of our day checking out some of those sites, I should say, and people, and here's what we found out.
So they're not escaping on the Underground Railroad, but they're escaping the black codes for even free black people.
City historian Jamon Jordan is talking about Fannie Richards at the site of her former home in what used to be Detroit's Black Bottom neighborhood. Richards moved to Detroit from Virginia as a child. She was well traveled and educated, later becoming an educator herself, teaching in one of two of the city's segregated schools.
So she immediately realizes that the schools are unequal. This is not really a school. It doesn't have the resources that schools should have: books, paper, desks, chalkboard.
It was Richards who led a lawsuit against the city for its segregated schools, and in 1896, 85 years before Brown versus the Board of Education, she won after the state Supreme Court ruled it unconstitutional.
She teaches at the first integrated public school in the city of Detroit.
There are places of historical significance all throughout the city. Over on Washington Boulevard, where the West End sits, was once home to an independent African-American newspaper. The Plain Dealer focused on civil rights issues of its time and published its first paper in May of 1863.
Equal schools, jobs that will open, fighting for jobs to be open to African Americans, public places that are discriminating against African Americans. And these are issues that are being written about in the Detroit Plain Dealer.
And at King Solomon Baptist Church,
a number of important events will happen here.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X both spoke here at what Jordan says was a mega church of its time. This church was also home to the Supremes and a site for the first Black Boy Scouts troop for Detroiters. I know we'd say African American history, but it really is all of our history. And that's one thing that Jamon thinks is so important that we all know. We have to have an understanding of where we've been to really understand and appreciate where we are today. Reporting live in Detroit, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
So appreciated. Thank you, Pam. And there was a great map that we showed earlier with all those different sites. We'll make sure to get that on clickondetroit.com so folks can check out the different places they need to visit. Thank you.